Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham joins me now on that and other subjects tonight. Senator Graham, thank you very much for being here this evening. Were you expecting that from Ben Sasse, and why was there no vote today?
Well, no, I didn't. One, I like Ben. He's really a smart guy. But here's what I've learned in my time in Washington. It's better to give people a chance to have their say. I'm asking the committee to give me the power to subpoena people and documents as I see fit to try to find out what happened with Crossfire Hurricane and the abuses of Carter Page and General Flynn. And my Democratic colleagues are fighting me at every turn. And I think they've got a double standard. They were all for Mueller being able to do his job, and I supported that. But they're trying to stop us from finding out what happened to Carter Page, General Flynn, and the Trump campaign. And I made a decision as chairman to hear people out. We started a debate today, and we will end it next Thursday. By next Thursday, we will have a vote on the subpoena power. And I'm sure the committee will give me this power. But I just wanted to make sure people could be heard, because you're better off, I think, listening to people as much as you can before you vote.
You said, that you were upset today, and you looked upset. You said, a lot of you I consider to be my friends. And you talked about the fact that you said some of you think I'm in Trump's pocket. Talk about that.
I was pissed. These people came to me and asked me to support legislation to make sure Mueller couldn't be fired without cause. I said, okay, it's important that Mueller look at all things Trump and Russia. He did for 2.5 years. Now we found that the Mueller probe was full of corruption and criminal wrongdoing. They have zero interest in trying to find out why warrants were issued against Carter Page using fraudulent material. They have zero interest in trying to find out why the Russian dossier was still used by the FBI when the Russian subsource said it was a bunch of garbage. They seem to have zero interest in wanting to find out why DOJ lawyer doctored an email and why General Flynn got persecuted, not prosecuted. I've got a lot of interest. Now, I took offense to that. I tried to be fair to make sure that Mueller would have his day, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. And next Thursday, we're going to vote on this subpoena, and it will pass. And I'm going to use it in a way to get to the truth. And I'm not going to let the system blame lower-level FBI agents for what I think was abuse at the top level. You'll never convince me, Martha, that McCabe and Comey did not know that the Russian dossier was disavowed by the Russian subsource. It became a piece of garbage. I can't imagine the most high-profile investigation in the last 30 years of the FBI, nobody told the senior leadership, oh, by the way, our case fell apart. We're not going to let them blame this on some lower-level person.
It's a valid question. So you say that by Thursday you will have those subpoenas? They will be delivered?
Yeah, we'll continue to debate next Thursday, and we're going to vote next Thursday, and we're going to move on. This doesn't change my schedule. I'm going to do this through October. But eventually, we're going to call McCabe and Comey and ask them, how could you not know that in January of 2017, your FBI and the Department of Justice interviewed the Russian subsource that provided all the material for the dossier and said that it was a bunch of hearsay, it was not reliable, and why did you still use that material to get a warrant against Carter Page? We're going to ask a lot of hard questions, and I'm not going to let them blame this on some lower-level guy. Rosenstein said, I didn't know. Well, I don't believe that about McCabe and Comey. Time will tell.
All right. This is some of what your colleagues had to say in the Senate today. Senator Kamala Harris and Senator Coons. Watch this.
I would dare say the conversation we are having today is irrelevant to what is happening on the streets of America today.
Why we are taking time right now to fight over dozens and dozens of subpoenas, why the committee chairman is breaking precedent and digging into this conspiracy theory. It is a disappointing distraction.
You want to respond to them, Senator?
Yeah, I can only imagine what they would be saying if the Republican Party had hired Christopher Steele to dig up dirt on Hillary Clinton, and the Republican Party paid him, and he wound up getting a Russian to give dirt against Hillary Clinton that was a bunch of garbage, and it was used by the FBI to get a warrant against a Clinton operative. This is hypocrisy run amok. Again, I supported the Mueller investigation, but I can guarantee you if the shoe were on the other foot, they'd be yelling treason right now. I'm not going to be deterred by this. I'm doing nothing wrong. The FISA court rebuked the FBI in the strongest terms I've ever known. I want you to understand it matters to me that the FBI knowingly used fraudulent material to get a warrant against an American citizen, that they destroyed General Flynn's life. January the 4th, they wanted to dismiss Flynn from the Crossfire Hurricane investigation. The field agents did, but the 7th floor continued it. They destroyed this man's life, and they're going to pay a price.
Yeah. Senator Lindsey Graham, we will be watching. Thank you very much. Good to see you here tonight, sir.
Thank you.